Hello everybody and welcome back to the Southern Cross Station map. As you can see, in the next 2 days or so, we've got the corn and the sunflowers to harvest, so we have to prioritise the fertiliser on both of those two crops. To be honest, actually, the one which doesn't have to be done as soon, which is soybeans, is actually finished with the fertiliser, so it's been done the wrong way around, but at least there is still time to do both. So everything is going to be 90% productive. It won't be 100%, because the fields haven't been harvested, so you don't get the 10% bonus. So to kick things off, we are going to have to do some spraying. Luckily, there isn't a great deal to do. It is only 2 fields. Is that still down? No, it's just on a hill. Now, yeah, this went pretty well in the previous episode, planting all those trees with 3 planters joined together. Quite an interesting idea, and yeah, very effective. But yeah, now we have to keep them somewhere because we can't really sell them. If we did sell them, we'd probably get all of our money back. But that would seem a bit ridiculous, really. So we're going to keep it for next time. If we do put some more trees in, then it will be very useful. Okay, so there we go. Drop that off there. It's a neat setup. Very neat. Right, so there is the spraying tractor. Let's reverse into here. There we go. And it's probably going to have to be refilled. Yep, it's 50% full, 49%. So it's always worth filling it up. Now this is going to take a while. Luckily, I can time-lapse it all, and then afterwards we can do a different job. I did actually consider selling some of the crops we have in storage. I don't know if that's a good idea, because we could just top up the trailers when we harvest the certain crop types, but it is potential money just sat there, really. Oh yes, and how are the sheep doing? Let's just make sure everything is good. Perfect, really good. Okay, so it is indeed just that field there and the field over the far side. Perfect, just the right amount of fertiliser. So we have 4% left in there. And it's already, what time did that say? 13:50, almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon already. But look, things are going well. So only one more application for these 2 fields, and then they'll be fully fertilised. And yeah, it needs to be done the next day, because otherwise we're going to not be able to do it in time for the harvest. So, with that done, let's just turn off GPS. We'll drive back over to the yard. And yeah, really, we should try and sell some of the grain that we have. Like I said, we could have topped up the trailers for when we're harvesting each crop type, but as it is money sat there, we might as well get the money for it now. What we can do is use our truck and trailers, the road train, and we can obviously put a different crop type in each trailer. It's only going to be about 5,000 litres of each, so it's going to be like a puddle in the bottom. But at least, yeah, at least we're getting rid of it, despite it looking a bit weird in the trailers. I think this has become the home for the spray. We'll just put it over here. At least then I remember where to come back for it. There we go. And I think really this tractor is the spraying tractor. I haven't got another use for it, because we do have quite a bit of machinery, which is good. Okay, so Let's just jump into the truck. It's looking a bit dark. I wonder if it's going to rain. It doesn't say it's going to, but it doesn't look promising. So this is currently on the tankers. Let's just take that off there. There we go. We have 3 bulker trailers here. So 3 crop types. A bit in each one. Not very much. There we go. And we have to spin round and get it loaded up. Oh, we could actually do a full loop. Go around here. Okay, so is the other yard the place we need to go to? Looking at it, I would say it is. There's many silos over there. You know what? What I might do is actually skip the next day. So I will obviously still see it and I'll be fertilising, but you won't see any of it. So the next thing we do will most likely be the harvesting of the sunflowers and the corn. I would say the corn can take priority. So there's going to be a lot to do. It's going to be very busy. So yeah, that's where you tip it. I would assume it would go up the auger into there, so it should say the storage point for grain. Yep. So we need to obviously go to the other side of it and load this up, which I would assume is here somewhere. Yes, there it is. So it is literally going to be 5,000 to 6,000 litres per crop. Maybe we should make it the crop types we're not really going to deal with, because then it's getting rid of them anyway. We'd have to. So wheat, barley, canola, sunflowers, soybeans, corn. Okay, we're dealing with every single one of those. Right, okay, so we'll just go for something random. Actually, before we do anything, is there a great demand on any of these? Let's just see. Great demand is always a good one to go for. No, but there is a very good price on canola currently. And soybeans. So, yeah, so canola into there. It's not going to fill it by much. There we go, it's full. Rapeseed transport. Wow, it actually brands each trailer depending on what's in it. And then, yeah, soybeans. Let me guess, soybean transport, yep. Nice. And then I suppose we can just choose the last trailer. What should we go for? The other thing, of course, is it's a different place. So we've got the Goldcrest Pacific Grain for the soybeans and the Denton Bakery for the canola. I think we'll go for wheat for the final one. Wheat transport. So are they... Yeah, they're fairly close, that's alright. And we'll go to pretty much any place for the wheat. Ah, typical. Maplefield Mill is the most expensive for that. So that's 3 different places we're managing to go to. The good thing is they are really close to each other. Really close. Let's roll, as Mr. Burns would say. Although I don't think Mr. Burns would ever be seen driving a truck. It would be an interesting sight. I can't get over the corn. I'm amazed how lush it looks. It really is. Well, it's got to be a different texture to other maps. I like it. It's an incredibly fluorescent green colour. I hope our trees are going to grow from the previous episode. I can't really see any reason why they wouldn't do. It's been mentioned that they might be a bit too close together, but I'm not convinced at this stage. I've not known them not to grow because they're too close. Well, apparently it was seasons that would get in the way for that, but I'm not sure. It might be alright. After all, they are spaced 10 metres apart, which is quite a bit, so it's really just the horizontal distance, how spaced they were on the planter. Now if we do become desperate for money, what we can do is sell those sapling planters. I don't want to, because I think there is going to be another use for them further down the line in the series, but yeah, if we have to, then that is our money, that's our source of income. Now I think one of these places was here. Just need to figure out the exact way to go. Is it Maplefield Mill or Goldcrest Pacific Grain? I'm not too sure. We'll soon find out. I'm going to have to zoom in. Okay, this is Goldcrest Pacific Grain. Looks like the Maplefield Mill is the train. So, yes, we'll get rid of whichever crop it was supposed to be here first. Go back onto this menu, Goldcrest Pacific Grain. Soybeans. Well, that's the middle one. There we go. Clever how it can tip through there. Was that all of it? Yes, so $11,504. Now if we do the wheat here, we'd potentially lose quite a bit of money, so it's not really worth it. We'll definitely take it to the Maplefield Mill. We'd have to get the train going though, of course. You can't really do it without the train. So if I just find the tipping point, we'll put the wheat into it. Oh, I see. So that's where the train will bring it to. So where do we load the train? It must be back over here. It's the only place you really can take it. So, yeah, let's just skip that for the time being. We'll move straight onto the canola. So the Denton Bakery, that is the other side. I'm fairly sure I know where it is. It shouldn't be too hard to discover. Yes, it's near the livestock market, so yeah, it's pretty easy. I think we've been there before anyway. We'll take the... not the next turning right, the next turning right after this, I suppose. If there is one. Somewhere over there? Yeah, I think the road bends around anyway, so we should be alright. Okay, maybe not. Yes, it must have been this turning here. I overlooked it, but then we have to turn right somewhere down here. Probably this turning. It's all a bit of a maze. Whenever I say I think I know the way to somewhere, that's when I tend to get lost. Although, I tend to get lost anyway, it's just I don't mention that I know the way. Right, so... is it in there? I can see the silos. I just don't know where the entrance is. Probably over here. Yes, I've done it. Fantastic. What an achievement. I've also got stuck on a stop sign. That's the issue with the road train. I wonder if we're going to be able to get round here. I know there is an entrance in and out, it's just... this isn't the shortest of those. Luckily it is the first trailer. Should be alright. So there it goes, the canola is going. We get 6,171. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's very good. So now the wheat. 612, Maplefield Mill. We need to go back over to where the train is, and then we need to load up from there. So, in theory it shouldn't be too difficult. This is of course assuming that I do find the place where you tip the grain. We only have 5,050 litres, so not very much at all. Hey, the weather's pretty good now. So there is the train. Yeah, we just need to load it onto the do not enter. Okay, I won't do. I can't do anyway because the truck from the train is across there. Yes, the way in is not far away, I'm sure. Must be here. Yeah, must be. There it is. Well, I think we're supposed to go over there. I'm fairly sure it's a weighbridge, but I don't think we're going to have much luck with that. So we're going to have to just bypass it. Oh, it's steaming. We've made it. Brilliant. So we'll tip that out of there. It's obviously not going to give us any money, because we now have to jump out of here that sea of grain. Massive pile. And yes, we need to just jump into the train and fill it up. Which train though? Oh yeah, which train goes to Maplefield Mill? The one that goes in that direction. That narrows it down. Maybe they both go to the same place. I would say it's this one, but it could be both, potentially. So, it is open. We may have to pull forward a bit. There we go. Fill it up. And then with our very impressive 5% load, we need to go over to the sell point. It was almost worth it. But at least we are getting the best price. We could have gone for a much cheaper price. What animal? Oh, it's a sheep. It's my sheep field. I didn't know they had a pond. It is a pretty map, that's for sure. It's just finding enough stuff to do is a bit of a struggle. Plenty of fertilising to do. Yeah, this is certainly going to the right place. I'll just slow down a bit because we do need to stop somewhere around here. The last thing I want to do is overshoot. Here we are. Okay, yes. Unsurprisingly, it is quite hard to stop. I think I put it in the first one. So there we go, that's over the top. And we've done it. $3,092. Well, I'm quite impressed by that. We've made a fair bit of money there from just grain that we didn't even harvest ourselves. It was just given to us. But yes, next time we're going to have the big harvest. We're going to be doing the corn and the sunflower harvest, which is actually the two fields we did today. So stay tuned for that. We also will be doing something with the LT Master very soon as well. Like I said, we're going to be doing the wood chips. We may be doing some form of grass or straw wrapping as well. I'm not entirely sure at this stage. It depends how desperate we become for the food. Obviously the sheep don't require straw, they take grass and hay, but yes, we may have to do it that way if we can't actually bale directly from the ground, because before it was just crashing, but it might just have been a one-off. We'll have to see how we go. So we'll just take this back to where we got it from. It's actually quite a long way away, but it would seem strange to reverse it, so that's why I'm taking it around this way, driving it in forwards. Oh, it's that pretty bridge with the water. I think quite a lot of people do like it when maps have the trains integrated into them. I think it's alright. I think it brings the map alive a bit more. But maybe on the English maps, because of the type of trains that these are, they wouldn't fit in terribly well. But if you could change the locomotives to, you know, a UK style or European style train or engine, then it would, yeah, be pretty amazing. So we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. And until the harvest next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.